So before we get this video started, I want to put out a little context on how this went down and how this happened and how I got into an interview with a male stripper. I was in a Discord server that I regularly screw around in, join, and just scream at random kids. And I saw a guy with the Discord name of male stripper, and I joined, and I thought it was a gag. And he was talking about him actually being a male stripper, and I had to ask for an interview, and this is a whole account of what happened during that interview. So I just wanted to put that out before we get the video started.
So, what led you into starting your job?
Honestly, bro, like it wasn't even bad. It was like the best thing ever. You know what I mean? I was working at a grocery store, and it was all right, right? And I was like, okay, but it was just really, really not worth it. I was getting like $10 an hour for doing 10 hours of work. That's $100. And I knew that there was a smarter way to make money, and I knew I looked good. I was in bodybuilding at the time. I'm still in the bodybuilding, so I was like, dude, I'm overqualified to be a male stripper. So I said, fuck it. And I put all those applications out, and less than a week later, I was hired, and they sent me a booking form. So I immediately quit my job.
Can you walk me through your first day? Your first real performance?
First day, my first performance was at Chasers Club in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was in Noda, North Carolina. If you're in Charlotte, I know you know about Noda. It's a pretty popular part of Charlotte. It was in the Chasers Club, which is actually a gay bar. And it was half of a drag queen performance and half of a male stripper performance. There weren't only guys there though. There was like two girls having like a birthday party and a bridesmaid party. So yeah, bro, I pulled up and I killed it, to be honest. Like I had to completely freestyle it. I was pale as fuck. I was small as fuck at the time. And I just it was literally like Magic Mike. He literally pushed me on the stage and said, "Just try it." Like he fed me to the wolves. And
So do you have a particular boss that was kind of orchestrated everything?
his name was. He's the owner of Muscle Men Male Review Strippers, and that's all around. It's like all around the U.S. And the manager was the guy that danced with me. And he went up first, and I saw him dancing, and then he's like, "No, it's your turn." I was like, "Shit."
That's
okay.
Cool. What's your best experience from doing it?
I met my girlfriend stripping.
That's
probably my best experience. The way it happened, yeah, I got a call from Omen Strippers, which is after Muscle Male Review. Like 2 weeks later, I said fuck it, and I just put as many tentacles out as possible. Then I got picked up by Omen Strippers, which is a really big stripping agency. Like they're worldwide, and they basically are the top of the top for delivery strippers, like strippers that'll come to you. And I got picked up by them, and like I think my third show, they sent me to this girl's house. Her name is Chelsea, and I was dancing for her. And she wrote her number on a bill, and she put it in my fucking pants.
And you called her back?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
No, it's not. I don't do anything sexual, like that. So just the dancing is sexual. I don't do any actual sex. But basically, though, I have to call the client before I do the show. So I already had her number, but she gave me her number, and I looked at it and I was like, that looks familiar. So it was already on my phone, her number, because I had to call her and check up. But yeah, and we've been together for 2 years now.
So what are your parents' thoughts on it?
They don't know.
They don't? So what do they think you do?
I make beats on the side. It's not very popular. I just kind of make music for local rappers. So I just tell them every time that I went out, because I was doing it while I was living with my parents for a while. I just said, I'm going to go sell beats.
And they bought it?
Yeah, I just said I'm going to go sell music. Or whatever.
So like right now, they just think you're like an up-and-coming artist? That's do you ever plan to drop the bomb?
Not really.
No?
Not really, yeah. No, I mean, well, I love this job so much. I want to be like my Magic Mike level. I want to own the industry one day. I love it so much, and even when I'm not working, it's like I'm working on making my work better. I'm always trying to get fit and learn better dance moves and get more gag gifts that'll be funny for the show and props and stuff. I love it so much that I would love to be big. And once I get so big, I might have to tell them because I might be on TV.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What do you do more? Do you do more in club or house calls when you go out?
House calls. I've only done like 2 club shows in the 4 years that I've been streaming.
So you enjoy house calls more, or is that just what you're assigned to do more?
Yeah, when you're in a club, there's multiple men. They all get the money equally. So when you're at a house call, it's just you and all the ladies. More money,
Oh,
so that's good. But I'm not doing it really for the money. Like, I love it. I just love it. It's dancing and just impressing ladies, and I get paid to do that. It's a real ego boost. But I try not to get too cocky with it. So I would do it for no money, to be honest. It's just it feels good in general. I do house calls more often.
Do you have a particularly like insane experience that was like stands out beyond all the other ones?
Yeah, I mean, all of them are usually pretty crazy. I pull up my routine and my methods down to a science, but usually nothing crazy happens. One crazy thing, which was a bad crazy thing that happened, was there was this like Kevin Spacey looking motherfucker. He had herpes down his neck. He was like 6'8", and I'm 6'5". So I look up at this guy. He's taller than me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he had called me prior for like 15 minutes straight. Nobody ever does that, asking all these questions. And all that happened just for him to cancel right when I'm about to walk out.
Oh,
Right when I'm about to walk out and dance for this girl that he ordered me for, he cancels. And I'm like, bro, okay. But he still paid me.
oh,
He still paid me $300. So
that's
I'm like,
crazy.
so I got paid basically to drive 20 minutes and drive back.
So
Okay.
you get paid in cash, right?
Yeah, I get paid in cash.
Do you ever have to report that for the taxes and stuff, or you just kind of?
That's something that was a big thing in the back of my mind. Will I tax this money? And you know, when I would come home to my parents with all this beat money, and they're like, "Are you gonna tax it? That's all under the table." I'm like, I don't know. So I decided to tax it because karma. Like I just
Yeah, I'd
believe
rather
that
be
if I
safe
don't
than
do it,
sorry.
Yeah,
that'll
you
happen.
never know. I
Exactly.
mean, when the IRS finds you, they find you, man.
Do you ever do it with more than just you, and to where it's a group?
Yeah, I've done group dances. I've done some club shows, like 2. But yeah, the group dances, yeah, like you can do dual shows where it's like you and another stripper dancing for the girl, and that's always really fun.
Do you have anyone particularly that you usually go out with?
Yeah, Flex. There's a guy named Flex, and he's named Flex for a reason. That man is big as hell.
How many times have you done with
He
him?
started 2.
Twice.
shows. One of them was a booze and brush, and a booze and brush is where you basically sit there naked and women paint you.
That's crazy. Can you walk me through that whole experience?
I don't like them. I don't like it, but I'm sure it's good, I guess, because you're literally sitting there. Imagine me right now sitting here naked, just talking to you. That's what it is.
What the
It's awkward as
fuck?
hell. I'm just sitting
Yeah.
here naked, and they have to draw me and drink, and I'm like, dude.
I can't imagine that.
Wow.
What kind of people
You
pay
have to
for
be
that?
a certain level of narcissistic to enjoy doing it. It's just
Yeah.
not cool. It's awkward as hell for me. I don't like it.
How much money do you get paid compared to your normal?
It's average, you know. For Booze and Brush, it's not even worth it to me. It's I get the same money I get for just stripping, and I like stripping more.
What's the most amount you've made from one particular job?
That's actually recent. I went to the UK a couple days ago. I just came back. I was there for a month. One show, the very last show, I did 5 shows in the UK over that span of a month that I was there in Essex. I was in Chelmsford, and I literally the last night made $2,025 in one single show. I have a video of me dancing for those women. I was basically like running. I was like walking around them, and I was like, when I say Chad, you say Stud, because my stripper name is Chad Stud. Like, I don't know.
Do you go
know,
out of
it's
the
just-
country a lot?
Yeah, I'm actually planning on going to Bulgaria in a month to dance for this other girl. It's fucking crazy, dude. If you want to travel, but you don't want to like be in the military or something where you can't back out, I highly recommend military. You gotta know the people though. You gotta really network, because
So who's paying for your flights?
that- it's all covered. It's so fucking good, dude. It's all covered. It's all, the hotel and the flight is covered. It's so amazing.
Does the company
Client will
cover
pay
it,
for
or does the buyer cover it?
the buyer covers it?
So when you're doing it, is there different statuses that you reach that make you either more expensive or less expensive?
It's basically as far as you're willing to travel, and it always depends on the agency you're with. Like if you're with Chippendales, that's the top of the top. There's nothing, and I'm not with Chippendales, but if you're with them, you're probably going to be looking at a $500 down payment and $1,000 of tips every show. Like it's probably around that. That might be a little exaggerated, but I'd say it's something around there.
So do you get called in for anything besides that, like any actual modeling besides the actual jobs that you do?
I'm not interested in modeling, but I've had opportunities to, but like
I can't imagine what it's like to really
yeah.
start off that and then
brings out the bag.
what's in the
Damn.
bag?
Let me
So
see.
Anything what's in the bag? It's anything you want. That's what's in the bag.
Oh shit.
Oh damn! Wow, that's
Okay.
the gag gifts are very important because that's what gets you tips. I really hate it when two things in the mail stripping industry that you guys gotta understand. There's people that are super cocky and they act like they're Michael Jackson. That's the worst. When you act like you're Michael Jackson, you act like you're a celebrity, and you start like not caring about the client. That's awful. You've got to care 100% about the client. You're doing that for her, not anybody else. The big other important thing is your performance. A lot of people think it's easy. I'm just gonna dance for. I have like gags that I do. So I'll blindfold the lady and then I'll like smack her around the chair and it's like it makes her excited. That alone will give you so many tips. Those little props that you have, nobody else does. They just kind of grind on it and then leave, and that's really lazy.
So do
Like
you
it's
walk in
never
with a
be
big
lazy.
bag?
Yeah, it's a whole process. So what an average show would look like. I wish I had my cameraman. I brought my cameraman into this server. My guy that my right hand man that'll come with me and do all this shit with me. I wish he was here right now. I think I could get him on.
Yeah, that'd be
Let me
great.
try to do that. But yeah, the process is 2 hours before the show. I call the client up and I say, "Hey, my name is Chad. I'm going to be your dancer for the night." I'll ask her a series of questions like, "You do understand that the down payment is before I start dancing. I will not dance until I receive my down payment." And then I'll ask like, "Is there anything special you want for the special lady? Are we surprising any this and that?" And then I'll tell her the big important part, which is I'm going to hand you a speaker. I'm going to hand you my speaker and you're going to take it in. I already connect it to my phone. And then I do my performance. Like if it's a cop thing, I'll walk in and say, "Someone's been a naughty girl," and I'll walk in and play the music. The speakers are already set up.
That's amazing.
Shout out to my boy Caleb, recording my strip show. Made a whole bag full.
So how did you like introduce the idea to film for him?
So I've always been an automotive filmer. I've always been into automotive scene. I've filmed and shot pictures for big dealerships like Lamborghini of Charlotte, Metrolina Auto Group, which owns McLaren, Koenigsegg. They own hundreds of dealerships, and I love high-end stuff. So I've been picking up cameras my whole life. I have my own YouTube channel with about 10,000 subs. I was doing vlogs and shit like that. So I've always had cameras around me. And he mentioned the idea to me, bro, we should make a YouTube channel and just like stud shit. I was like, stud shit? He's like, yeah, stud shit. I'm like, all right. So I just started filming with him, and I was like, dude, I'm like, these girls actually want these videos after we're done. It's like it's not that they don't want their husbands to see it. They want to see how fucked up they were. So I'm like, we can market because these chicks are drunk as hell, and we can market, not scamming them or not doing anything illegal, but we can make a lot of money off this, extra cake. Plus, he likes riding with me and I love driving. So I was like, shit, I'll take your like travel fees and I'll just drive you everywhere. So we just chill and like
Yeah.
hang
So
out.
now we like split our pay in half. So now
Yeah.
we have a whole business. And he can like use his filming shit to get even more
Wow,
tips.
that's
So like I get my
crazy.
tips during the show, and then I'll say like, "This is my
How
man.
old,
This is
how
my
old are you
man."
guys? How old are you guys, if you mind me asking?
I'm 22 and he's 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are smart. Damn.
Yeah, it seems pretty well executed. Have you ever gotten pulled in? Have you ever like went to a show with him and gotten pulled into it?
They really, really wanted me to. I know one bitch at the last show asked, they said, shove $1 up his ass.
Yeah, the one we
And I
made
mean,
2025.
and I was like, fuck no.
When you go on your next trip, you're coming with him, right? You're both gonna be flying out.
We're hopefully gonna go to Bulgaria together. Yeah,
So-
Yeah.
it's a big thing.
It's a Bulgarian princess, bro. Like it sounds something out of like give me your social security. Like it sounds like it's from the fucking Indian scams, like some Indian prince, But it's like it's true shit, bro. He's FaceTimed or he's chilled with her, and I'm like, bro, holy hell, this is actually true.
So they're paying for both your tickets, not just his.
They're paying for everything, and we get tips and cash on top of that. Plus,
Holy shit.
she is wanting him bad, but she says, think about this. She's got all of her rich ass friends, right? They never see American men. American internet and American men are blocked in Bulgaria. So when they see these white ass fucking Americans, they'll give their life savings just to fuck them for one night. Let me throw some advice that can go universal to anything out here. All right. If I, since like I said, since I was 14, I've been hustling, bro. My biggest advice to anybody is don't be fake to your word. So you don't have to be sketchy and lie to people to get big. The more truthful you are and the more just chill you are with everybody and the more real that your work is, the more money that you're going to make and the better time that you're going to have.
How did the whole like conversation about becoming his cameraman happen?
It was like it wasn't even like it wasn't even crazy. It was like it just happened. I don't even remember. It was like literally.
No.
Like,
I remember. Okay, hold up. So he called me after one of his first shows. He called me after one of his first shows and he was drunk as shit. He was fucking. Drunk as shit, bro. And I was.
Dude.
He's like. He said.
Dude, I called him on Instagram in a drunken slur after my first show with Omen, and then I had $400 of cash, and I was just like Playboy carding it on the camera, and he was like, "Bro, we could make a business right now, and I don't care about the cash. I do this stripping shit because it's so fucking fun. I love it. So I'm 100% fine with giving him half my money every time. It doesn't matter." And so I was like, "Bro, you could be my cameraman. We could do this shit, and it could be fun and easy."
Our YouTube channel is called Stud Shit. So after this show in Virginia, bro, we need some fucking stud shit. So I want to go into a fucking Walmart, right? I mean, imagine a Walmart during a fucking pandemic, a super Walmart at midnight, dead empty, bro. Imagine this motherfucker's doing a stripping show in the middle of fucking Walmart. I think that's the funniest shit ever, bro.
How are you announcing this Walmart thing, or are you just showing up and doing it?
We're worse than a show up and just fucking have fun in the middle of Walmart at midnight. Why the fuck not?
Oh,
I mean,
we'll
just
just go to
imagine
Walmart
you're
and
just with your
start
fucking
doing it.
kids hung over at fucking Walmart at midnight. You fucking go in the damn cereal aisle and you just see some fucking dude with G-string tapping his fucking dick around.
That would be so cool.
The definition of
You guys are gonna get kicked out in a second. I can imagine.
No.
Bro, Walmart at midnight's pretty damn fun.
It
No,
takes
but
an
I'm like,
explosion.
I feel like I'll be able to intimidate him. You see me? I feel like I'll be able to just
He'll be too
grind up
scared.
my
Imagine the fucking
security
manager
officer.
walking out there just throwing some fucking dollar bills or some shit.
Have you ever had to explain this to someone that you had just met, and then after explaining it, they were just like, "Can I hire you?"
Yeah,
and
dude,
then
there's
they,
this girl on Tinder, and she was like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "I'm a male stripper." I have no shame in saying that. I'd be more shameful to say I work a 9-to-5 job at Walmart than say I'm a
Facts.
male stripper.
Fact.
I'm proud of it. So I say it with pride because I really do enjoy the art. Yeah, she was like, "Damn, what agency do you work for?" And I told her the different agencies I work for.
Cause I've been there, bro. I worked a job 9 to 5 at a fucking bike. Cause I used to do BMX. I worked at a fucking bike repair shop and worked on famous people's mountain bikes for $12 an hour. My fucking 2-week paycheck was $620, and that's not terrible for a 9 to 5 job. But then working with him, my first 45 minutes I made that, and I was like, bro, this is a fucking dream.
Damn.
That's a fat rag.
That's a fat fucking rag, though.
That's 600 to 1,000. JK, it's just $2.
have you ever been either performing and then ran into someone you knew, mid?
Oh shit.
Not
I
yet.
have before. It's fucking terrible. The first party bus show that we did, there was a chick, and I didn't remember her at the time, but I went to go and run lighting because I do lighting and audio design as another side hustle, and I was at a fucking mega church, bro. And I walked downstairs after the service is over, and I'm looking around, and I see I'm not sure. Chad, if you remember the fucking big girl that was on the far left of
The big blonde one that was spreading my
Yeah.
ass cheeks.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
She was there, dead ass.
Oh,
She was there, and I was like, me and her looked at each
Like-
other, and she just looked away and acted like she didn't even, she didn't even see me. It was the most funniest shit ever.
What's the single biggest purchase that you've made from?
Sexy boy.
A truck.
What kind of truck did you buy?
He's probably put
I
$10,000
just got a
into
little street
his.
Truck. I'll show you my father's in a second, but that's my.
No,
little
yeah, show it.
silver
Yeah, that's his
during
lowered
doing
truck. He has a
LS3.
lowered.
It's a LS3 build in it, roughly. It's a.
It looks
$4.
nice,
That's
dude,
what
and
I'm
it's
about to
fast
do.
as
I'm just saving
fuck.
up for it right now.
And he has these subs in it. Oh my gosh, they're so loud, dude.
Yeah, I've got a 13.5
That's so
JL,
good.
just basic stuff. It's nothing impressive.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart with my spending though. I mean, never mind. But I bought a truck. It's probably the biggest purchase. I bought a truck as well.
The only problem with the Bulgaria show, I haven't talked to Omen yet about the entire show, but they have the borders closed right now. So that's the sketchy part, is with COVID going on, bro, it's going to be a sketchy show. So they're going to have to pay us more if they want us to come during this whole pandemic. Otherwise, they got to wait until the beginning of next year
Yeah,
when this all
that's
calms
just
down.
business that goes on in the background. We can handle that.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that nobody would ever even think about.
Have you had to turn down any shows because of COVID?
Yeah, I've rejected plenty of shows.
Yeah. He rejected
You can do
2
that. That's
yesterday.
fine.
He rejected 2 today, actually.
What were those
Yeah, I
about?
rejected a booze and brush. I reject.
okay.
It was a booze and brush. I'm not gonna do those. Like I'm just like no. Like they're for weird.
On like a basis do you reject the shows?
Well, it's really just a matter of if I already have shows booked. I am down for any show. As soon as it comes up, I'm ready because I love this job so much. Like I actually am so passionate about it. Ever since I started doing it, I felt like it was like my purpose. Like my life felt like it had a goal. It's amazing. Like,
I
it's
can
amazing
testify to
and
that, bro. It's true, bro. I mean, like, I've never seen him. I mean, we've been friends for, I don't even fucking know, over 10 years now, and I've never seen him happier. I mean, like, beforehand, bro, he was in his room making beats all day, and he just wasn't the happiest, bro. And he was on his Red Pill purpose, but now that he found this, bro, I mean, it's like a whole fucking world opened up to him. I just, like, I can testify to that all day.
Dude, yeah. So the only reason I reject the show is if I already have a show booked over that. But besides that, dude, I love doing it.
Hey,
I would never
Chad,
reject the
did
show.
you tell him what my uniform was?
So he went and bought a Pornhub film crew T-shirt to film in, and I have a video of me like, "Hey, ladies!" I posted in media after the show, the $2,025 show. I filmed like me talking to the girls. And I showed him, and he's wearing the fucking Pornhub film crew T-shirt.
Yeah. You guys enjoy your night tonight one more time. Make some more noise, come on.
Thank you guys so much for doing this, and I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Definitely,
No
fellas.
problem, bro.
All right, I gotta get back to work, so I'm gonna head out of here. Y'all, take it easy, all right?
You too, man. See ya.
Yeah.
He just made like $1,000 easily. His mom tipped us like $500 after the show's over.